Welcome, fellow adventurers, to Hazards and Hijinks, the live-action fantasy role-playing improv show. My name is Hero Carlisle, and I will be your dungeon master tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on this madcap adventure that we are about to go on. We have gathered together the cool adventurers once again to go on an epic quest built by you, our audience. That's right, we went to our social media feeds and asked what monsters we would be facing and whether or not it would be a happy ending or not. And votes came in, and we've decided that we're gonna fight some vampires. Ooh, I want to suck your blood. Ah! They won't all sound like that, I promise. Now, we're so excited because it's also horror, so we have a really horrific story in store for you. As you may have noticed, you're not in a theater. We're at our homes, enjoying this show completely for free. But in order to continue to enjoy grade A content completely for free, we need donations, lovely, beautiful donations from lovely, beautiful people like you. Anytime you donate, write down, follow our little link right there. There it is. Go check it out at Fancy Hobo Improv at Venmo. You can Venmo us any amount of money and you can join in the fun. That's right. In addition to helping support local art, you're also getting the opportunity to put yourself into our show. Every dollar donated gives you the opportunity to have your name out in the show as one of the monsters or NPCs that we'll be exploring and entertaining each other with. In addition, our little menu down here has donation rewards. If you donate $5, you can give the players a health potion, which may save their life. If you donate $7, you can spring a deadly trap on them, which may kill them. For $10, you can give them an epic weapon, making them all the stronger in combat. Or for $12, you can cast a dangerous curse on them, limiting their ability to adventure and succeed in combat. And finally, if you donate $20 to us, you will be transformed into a big, bad, evil monster, dropped right into the scene, regardless of what's going on, and the players will have to fight you to the death. Doesn't that sound like fun? Hopefully you guys are willing to donate with us. We would love to have you play with us. It would be so much fun to play with you. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, why don't we introduce our players for tonight? Starting with Gabi Galloway as Burger, the Gnome Berserker.
Mom, I'm scared.
Catherine McGeoghegan as Snarla Blastwind, the Orc Bard.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Tyler X. Koontz as Snuggdar Triptophan, the Gnome Priest.
There I am. Oh, I think you and the Celestial Kitten would make a perfect match.
Oh, we're starting the puns early tonight, folks. And finally, Phil Nieto as Philos, the Thundering Deep, the Wyvern Wizard.
Good evening, smelly humans. Prepare to witness my magic.
Ooh, a bold proclamation. And just in time for us to get started with this adventure. Now, we're going to start this adventure the way we start all of our adventures, and feel free to join in at home. I'm sure it won't be confusing or weird to anybody else sharing the space with you. Let's all say huzzah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Marvelous. Then let's get this adventure started. The players, the adventurers, find themselves on a dark wooded highway, riding horses when it begins to snow. They come over the crest of a mountain and they see below a valley. In this valley, there's 3 villages they can tell from the light. And on a facing cliff overlooking all 3 of the villages is a massive castle. Now, as the snow begins to fall, the adventurers realize they will not be able to stay outside as is their usual modus operandi while adventuring. They're going to have to find a place to hunker down for the night, and it's up to them to find out where they go. So, cool adventurers, we have 3 villages and a castle. Where would you like to go?
I think clearly we should stay in the castle as befits citizens of our stature and status.
I agree.
Right.
I would love to see the inside of a castle. It's been
And-
quite a while.
They might have some work for us.
Or a pretty girl.
Ooh, yeah, I have a pretty girl.
And with that, the cool adventurers decided to make their way to the castle to see if they could gain entry. Passing the villages, they noticed all 3 of the villages had windows that were boarded up and surrounded by wraiths of garlic hanging out the doors. The few people that were outside looked at them suspiciously and wished harsh things. Women were weeping inside their homes in a few of the houses as they passed by, as they made their way to the castle. The castle was a large Gothic structure with many parapets and many towers, and jutted out of the cliff face as if at any given moment it would drop down into the valley below. They made their way to the entrance of the castle to its gate, and there were two gatekeepers. "Halt! What business have you with the Baron?"
Just like Betty buy stuff.
Yes, we are just some traveling adventurers who got caught out in this little downfall, if you will, and we need a place to stay. Perhaps we could help him with any quest he may have, or something.
Yes! Enter, adventurers! Guards slowly shuffle their way to the gate and begin pulling the gate open. You have your entry and you make your way into the castle. The adventurers found the castle to be even more foreboding up close, with many gargoyles and stained glass windows. As the snow continued to fall, it created a sense that it was ash falling down on a dead body. The castle's interior door was open ajar, and there was a large wagon beside it. A carriage, actually, a black carriage like those used for funerals for wealthy aristocrats.
Ugh. Who is the interior designer of this place? Because
Look, that gargoyle in the corner looks a bit like one of my cousins.
I should touch it, right? I should touch the gargoyle.
Don't give it a pat on its snoot.
Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
Burger steps up and touches the gargoyle. It immediately grabs her and grabs Burger and begins flying into the air.
Oh my god!
Ah!
Oh gosh!
It begins flying around the courtyard before dropping Burger for 3 points of damage. It then flies away into the night sky.
Okay.
What?
Note to self: gargoyles can fly, apparently. They're not just statues, and they do not like their snoot being booped.
Nope, touching the gargoyles. Good, we're learning the rules of the castle.
I don't know many things that do like being bopped on the nose. They turned back to the entry gate, and they saw a tall man dressed in fine clothing with a lantern held out before him. Yes, this castle is enchanted. All of the gargoyles defend the castle against any invaders or foreign enemies. What business have you in my castle?
Good sir, pleasure to meet you. We are but a simple band of adventurers looking to shelter from the storm. Thought perhaps that we could stay in style at this estate if you perhaps have any errands for a band of intrepid adventurers that we could pay with our talent.
An interesting proposal. I have not had guests in many years, and I cannot lie, I am a bit lonely. Please come out of the snow, come in. I was just about to prepare dinner.
What's on the menu?
Well, now that we have company, I will tell the chef to prepare something special. I was just going to drink myself to sleep for the evening.
Oh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry for you.
It's quite all right. The wine of company will be enough for me tonight. He then enters the castle, leading you in. The castle is massive on the inside, with huge tapestries depicting war from centuries ago hanging off the walls. Lanterns hang off of every column, and the whole place dances with shadows and light as the master of the castle continues to walk. Ah, yes, if you will come this way, this hall has rooms which you may find accommodating, and the dining hall is this way here. I would say dinner will be ready in an hour or so. Then we can discuss what task you would do for me in return for my hospitality. But please make yourself welcome. My home is your home.
Ah, that is quite good. Yeah, you see, that is the kind of hospitality that one would find as a follower who follows the celestial kitten. In fact, I think you would be quite at home in that religion, if you will. Here, look, I've got a pamphlet. Might as well look it over, give it a little peruse. While
the master of the castle takes the pamphlet into his hand and it immediately bursts into flame. Wow, very spicy conversion there. Yes.
Now, when did you start booby trapping your pamphlets? That's not funny.
It's kind of a good prank, though.
Yeah, perhaps I got something wrong with my prayer when preparing them.
Maybe Fetch got into your papers.
Yes.
Fetch, that rascally devil. Oh, that's Fetch.
Well, I
appreciate the gesture. Yes, if you want, I can just recite it to you, word for word. The celestial kitten is
I think maybe we could do that maybe after dinner.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, you're quite right, Philos. That's more of a sleepy time right before bed, so when you wake up, you remember everything kind of deal. Smart.
I leave you to it. I shall join you in an hour's time for dinner. Thank you. The master then walks down a flight of stairs and out of sight into a dark shadow.
An hour until dinner. I feel like we should try some snacks around here.
I am totally down to do a pantry raid if you are down to do a pantry raid, Burger.
I am in.
I love a good pantry raid.
After you.
So instead of going to the rooms as instructed by the master, the party went into the dining hall, following the back door into the kitchen and the pantry. Thick layers of dust covered the entirety of the kitchen, and it looks as though no one has been in it in several years. Cobwebs hang from the ceiling, and one of the windows leading outside is broken and shattered.
Oh, hey, you know what? Well, since we're guesting his home, how about I fix up the place a little bit? Huh?
Like Snow White.
Yeah! But
that lady I met a couple years ago.
Exactly. Didn't she did something and got some people to help her somehow. That, if I recall.
I could help.
Oh, great.
I hope.
All right. I'll just start with a simple prayer and a little prestidigitation to clean up it. Oh, celestial kitten, cleanse the halls and make them well. Give me lots of energy to cast this spell.
All right, let's roll to see if that works. We're going to put that at a challenge 17. Yes. Oh, congratulations, a 17. The room flutters with magic, and pots and pans begin assembling themselves in shelves. Dishes wash themselves, and all manner of cleanliness is restored to the kitchen. Just then, a shuffling figure wearing a cloth and mask over its face comes in. Out of my kitchen! He brandishes a butcher's knife and a cleaver and waves them around. Out of my kitchen!
I don't see how you're practically supposed to use that butcher knife for carving meats, because quite frankly, that is far too big for any beef or it's impractical. Let me borrow mine, and I pull out my favorite custom butcher's knife and hand it over.
The cloaked figure throws his butcher's knife and it lands directly by your head, stuck into the wall. He takes yours. Nice knife! Get out of my kitchen!
You
don't want to interfere with the chef's work.
He then shuffles towards what looks like the pantry, sliding it open. Do you leave now, or do you continue to watch him?
I kind of want some cheese.
Yes, perhaps we could sneak in when he's not looking. I'll just peer around the corner for now.
He opens the pantry, and the The smell of rotting meat fills the entire kitchen.
Ugh. Is that old cheese or rotting meat? Sometimes I can't tell the difference. But if it's old cheese, good for you, Burger.
I know. I'll take it.
The chef comes back out, hauling a large piece of meat slumped over his shoulder. He drops it on the kitchen counter and begins hacking it with his cleaver at the joints, ripping meat off and throwing it to the other side of the kitchen.
Must be venison or something. It's very stringy.
Yeah, like a deer. It's not anything weird.
Yeah. Why would it be anything weird? Like deer's perfectly normal.
As an apex predator who's eaten lots of meats, I would like to see if I can determine what kind of meat this is with my special dragon nose.
All right, let's roll to see if with his special dragon nose, he can find out what kind of meat that is. Natural 20 with 1. Well done. Yes, you can smell this. This is a human corpse.
So guys, that's a person.
What?
That's human meat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in a foreign.
Technically, none of us is human, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a foreign land. Maybe that's just what they do, and maybe they got it by casual means. Who knows? I mean, maybe that person died of natural causes and donated his body to be eaten.
Just at that moment, you hear muffled screams coming from the pantry. The chef makes his way back in the pantry, and you hear a loud thud, and the screaming stops.
Probably a mouse in the wall,
Guys, got an idea. I'm going to disguise myself as the count or that person that owns this castle. I'm going to walk over there and figure out what's going on. And maybe get some cheese while I'm at it.
I get some cheese.
Please.
All right. Disguise self. Oh, celestial kitten, grant me the disguise that I desire.
All right, that sounds like a special attack to me, so let's roll for that. Your DC is 18. All right, your costume is complete. You have been transformed into a facsimile of the Baron, and you begin walking over towards the chef. Master, why are you in kitchen?
I wanted to make sure that you're preparing a proper meal for our guest.
Imposter! He stabs at you with the butcher's knife, stabbing you for 1 point of damage. Imposter! He takes his cleaver and swings it over your head, nearly cleaving your head off.
I'm gonna run out at this point, and I'm gonna go, hey, slow your roll, man. Drop him. And I'm gonna try to command him with a command spell to drop his weaponry.
All right, let's roll that. That sounds like another special action, so I'm gonna put the DC for that at 18 as well.
Ouchies.
Oh, I serve one master. He throws your butcher knife back at you, and it stabs you directly in the chest for 4 points of damage.
Oh, God! That was my favorite butcher knife.
Burger, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna take the butcher knife out of my dear friend Snarla.
2 points of damage to Snarla for having the knife removed.
And I'm gonna try and put it in the chef.
All right, that sounds like a simple attack. Six, you stab the chef directly in his face. His cloth and mask falls off of his face, revealing that of a zombie. He pulls the knife out of his face and throws it back at you for 3 points of damage.
Oh.
It stabs you in the chest.
Oh.
Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I whisper words of power into my staff, and for a spirit attack, I cast Shrink on the cloak of the Chef Butcher to shrink his clothes and squeeze him to death, as well as hopefully immobilize him.
All right. 9. The clothes begin to shrink on him and he rips them off. He's now completely naked except for his cleaver and blood that is squirting out from Snarla all over him.
That went poorly.
He swings his cleaver at Snarla for an attack. Let's roll his attack. Oh, missing Snarla. He misses her. Flying over, the knife flies over her head, and she is able to continue attacking. That would make it Snuggdar's turn. Snuggdar, what do you do?
I call upon the Celestial Titan to do its sacred vomit upon the zombie and dissolve him down to his base for a power attack.
All right. A cat appears floating directly in front of Snuggdar and begins hacking and vomiting. A ball of hair and vomit and acid shoots out from the kitten's mouth and hits the chef directly in his chest. It eats through his entire chest, revealing a big empty hole. He continues to charge towards Snarla. Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
As he charges toward me, I'm going to sing a song as a standard attack. I'm going to snap my fingers and go, "What's in your head, zombie?" and try to blow it up.
All right. 6. One side of the zombie's face explodes outward, spraying green gore everywhere. However, he continues to lumber toward you and slashes at you for 1 point of damage. Burger, it's your turn. What do you do?
As a standard attack, I'm gonna start hacking with my axe at the other side of his face.
All right, let's roll. A 7. Yes, you catch the zombie clean in the neck, cleave off his head. His lifeless body falls onto the floor as green ichor seeps out of the wound, filling the entire kitchen floor with green sticky ichor. Congratulations, you have successfully defeated the chef. Give yourselves a huzzah.
I just want some damn cheese.
Yeah, it really feels like kind of a Pyrrhic victory here. Oh my god, I'm bleeding everywhere.
Oh my god, Snarla! Oh, don't worry, I got your back.
Oh, celestial kitten, grant me this magic to heal thy friend, and make sure she doesn't meet her end.
Yes, a simple heal. Oh, Snarla is filled with positive energy and is healed for 2 points of damage.
That'll at least stop the bleeding. I'm sorry, messed up the prayer there.
All good. I go to respond. Thank you for healing me, and furball pops out of my mouth. Those celestial kitten prayers are really something else. I feel hair all over my mouth.
But let's go check out what that noise was in the pantry.
Good idea.
Opening the pantry, they find several humans hung up on hooks, on butcher's hooks in the air in different stages of being disemboweled. One of the people being hung up was a woman whose head has recently been caved in with a mallet. Also, Burger, you find cheese.
I mean, grim times, but I'm hungry.
What? How can you eat cheese at a time like this?
Grim times call for good cheddars.
Exactly.
Is anyone alive in here?
Help me! Help me!
And who is this me? We need a name, you know?
An ethereal figure walks out from the corpses, shimmering in translucent etherealness. It is a ghost of a beautiful young woman. You must help us. More ghosts appear behind her. The whole pantry is filled with ghosts. As you look, you recognize some of them as the spirits of the people in the pantry itself. However, more spirits flood in, and you realize there are a lot of ghosts in this castle.
Why are you all hanging out in the pantry?
We can go anywhere in the castle, but we are trapped here forever, as long as the Count lives.
So, what you're saying is you think the Count's a mean guy and needs to be dealt with? Because we could do that.
The Count is an evil sorcerer who has extended his life for centuries. He must be stopped so that all of the souls that he has slain can be put to rest.
See, first issue here, especially for you, Philos. This is a sorcerer, not a wizard. We gotta do this.
Well, has he expressed any interest in joining some kind of, maybe an upstart magical guild of some kind?
No, he is a solitary creature. Will you help us?
I mean, yeah, you're a pretty lady. Like, of
As
course.
a priest, yes. As a priest of the Celestial Kitten, I am bound to help these poor souls find their way.
Very well. My name is Deanna, and this was my sword. A sword appears in her hands. Please take it, champions. It is the only weapon that can slay the Count.
Burger, you're the only one who's really good with martial stuff.
Yeah, I think this has your name all over it.
I mean, for you, lady, anything. Thank you.
So wait, just to be clear, he's developed a power so great that he can be killed with one single weapon?
Yes. You must find where he sleeps and take the weapon, stab it through his heart, and pin him to his resting place. That is the only way to defeat him.
We gotta put him to bed first.
Well,
Okay.
I think you said you had a good bedtime story lined up, Snuggdar.
Okay, I mean, I was going to read the word of the Celestial Kitten. I mean, it would put me to sleep as a wee lad, but, you know, and give me great blissful dreams. But perhaps one of your bardic spells might put him to sleep.
Oh, I like the way you think.
We got a few
So
options
are we
here.
Oh yeah, but we do have a few options. Are we really sold on killing this guy? I mean, as you guys know, after being kicked out of the Academy of Magic, I started the Mages Tribunal, and having a pretty powerful sorcerer that can only be killed with one weapon would shoot my old stock up pretty quick there in the Mages Tribunal. You know what I mean?
He knows we must go, and suddenly all the ghosts disappear. From the back of the pantry, there is a rumbling sound as the corpses hanging off the wall conjoin together and form a massive, monstrous creature made out of the flesh of the corpses hanging. It lumbers towards you. I am Lisa! It smashes at all of you with its massive fist made of parts of other people's body, slamming on the ground. Blood squirts everywhere. When it hits you, it deals acid damage for 1 point of damage to each of you.
This is the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Snuggdar, you're first. What do you want to do?
I'm going to cast a shield of faith upon Philos and grant him the power, aid him so that he may flame them, give them fire the zombies.
Oh, Celestial
As you
Kitten,
do.
grant him the shield of faith.
As you do, Lisa turns to you, opens up the chest cavity, and reveals a mage's head inside. It shoots a laser at you, and you are cursed, Snuggdar. And wicked evil curse has been placed upon you. Now, anytime you take an action, that action will do one less D of dice. So if you were to do a simple attack, it will have no effect. If you were to do a standard attack, it will only be 1 dice. If you were to do a power attack, it'll only be 2. Also, you can't aid or defend. This is the quality of the curse that has been placed upon you.
Oh,
Yes.
The celestial kitten shall prevail.
The celestial kitten appears before you and scratches and hisses at you before disappearing.
What? Is that my
Snarla,
magic?
it's your turn.
I'm going to basically go, hey, everybody, literally, can't we all become friends as one big charm spell on the whole thing? Make it become my thrall.
All right, that sounds like a special attack. So we're going to roll that, and your DC is set to 18. Oh, a 6. Oh no. In fact, the counterspell it bounces off of this monster's body and hits you. You are now charmed. You cannot attack the monster for 2 rounds. You'll have to think of something else to do. Burger, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use a special attack and call on my gnome friends to help take down all these bodies. Ah!
All right, let's set that DC at 15. Oh no. No, the gnomes somewhere else, but not in anywhere that they can help you. Imagine somewhere in the world just a bunch of gnomes popping out of nowhere being like, where the fuck are we? And then they disappear again. Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, with the aid of Snuggdar, before he was cursed, I use a standard attack to cast a fireball on this horrible creature, Lisa, hoping to ruin hers day.
All right. Let's roll that attack. 14. A massive bolt of arcane energy shoots out from Philos' staff and strikes the monster clear in the wizard head that was its chest. The wizard's head explodes with a shower of gore, and Lisa collapses into 2 halves. However, immediately the 2 halves leap up and form 2 monsters, Lisa and Grisa. They begin shuffling around quicker than Lisa was before, slashing at Philos for 1 point of damage.
Ah.
That would make it Snuggdar's turn again. Snuggdar, what do you do?
What? I attempt to cast a mirror image to create lots of little Snuggdars to run around and distract the monster. Ooh. Which
right,
gnome is it? No one knows.
That sounds like a special attack. Let's roll the special attack. Very well done. Yes, several Snuggdars appear, 8 in total. They begin running around Lisa and Grisa. The 2 slash at the illusory creatures, causing them to burst into explosions of glitter. That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, what do you do?
As the charm hits my body, I look up to see what I'm charmed by, and the first thing I see is my reflection in the kitchen sink. And as a standard heal, I walk up and give myself a pep talk. Oh, baby, you are gorgeous. Look at that iridescent green skin. Verdant, baby, verdant!
Clever way to get around what I saddled you with. Very well done. Let's roll that. You're healed for 3 points of damage.
Oh, delightful. Always healing me up, baby.
All right, Burger, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna take these fists for a standard attack and start punching at Grisa.
All right, start punching at Grisa for a standard attack. Yes, you manage to strike Grisa in one of its joints, and it explodes, falling into 2 pieces. The 2 pieces, however, get up, shift form, and become faster crawling things. Each one slash at you for 3 points of damage. Philos, it's your turn again. What will you do?
Obviously, cut him into pieces is not working. So I want to use the Burning Hand spell to create a giant, a whole fan of flame, hopefully catching all the creatures in it as a simple attack, and trying to burn them into nothingness rather than chopping them in pieces.
All right, let's roll to see how that does. Fire fills the room as an exploding force of inferno flies to the other side. It catches all the monsters, lighting them on fire. They drop to the ground and reform into Lisa once again. Rah! Smashing Philos for 2 points of damage. That would make
Lisa,
it the
you're
monster's
horrible.
turn. The monster rips into its own body and pulls out rib bones, and throws them at everyone for 1 point of damage each.
Oh, my eye! Woo.
It clobbers towards you. That would make it Snuggdar's turn. Snuggdar, what do you do?
I am going to try and work past this curse and see if I can reach my celestial kitten and use turn undead.
Please do not abandon me. Turn this evil creature away from thee.
All right, sounds like a special action, so we'll roll the d20. However, we won't roll a d6 die to go with it. That's part of your curse. And your DC is going to be set at 10. 10! Look at that, you hit it! Suddenly, the monster reels back, filled with positive energy. It explodes, and gore and bits and chunks of meat and bone fly everywhere, covering all of you. It, however, stops moving, collapsing down as a lifeless pile of meat. Congratulations, you have defeated Lisa, the big bad evil monster sent to us by one of our audience members. Let's have a huzzah for that. Huzzah!
Ah!
Yes. Very well done. Berger, you notice the sword that was given to you by Deanna the Ghost is glowing.
Nightlight. We can see in the dark now.
Oh, are you talking to me? I was just so obsessed with what I've been looking at. Do you see her in there? I'm pointing at my own reflection, of course.
Yeah.
Snarla, snap out of it.
Sorry. I'll become my normal narcissistic rather than extra narcissistic.
Is everyone okay? How do we do?
Good.
I am feeling very poor.
Right.
I'm so drained. The presence of the celestial kitten it's almost away from me. I'm all out of healing spells.
Me as well. I think I used mine on myself because I was so infatuated.
I
could try.
I must heal myself for a standard heal because I'm feeling bad. And, you know, I'll get you in there a little bit too, Berger. You look a little roughed up.
Okay.
If there's, enough healing.
All right, let's roll that heal. 7. All right. Philos, 5 to you, bringing you back to full health. And that means the other 2 go to Berger. Radiant energy fills your body as you cast a healing spell.
That's good stuff.
I feel tip-top now. Looks like Lisa didn't hurt me so bad after all. That useless hunk of meat.
I am glowing just as much as this sword is. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's doing it.
Suddenly, a fog rolls in from the broken window in the kitchen and forms the appearance of the Count. He stands before you. So, I invite you into my home, and this is how you repay me. You make a mess of my kitchen and kill my chef. I am very disappointed.
Well, Count Chocula, you're tried to impale me.
It's true.
From
we were
the
just
looks of
looking
it.
for cheese.
From the looks of it, he successfully impaled you.
Oh God!
I cannot let you leave now, as you have offended me. And so, the castle will respond as the castle will respond. You are enemies. If you wish to leave, I wish you well in this endeavor, that you may find your way out. If you remain, you will die. Farewell. The figure
Oh, wait, Count! Wait!
disappears.
It's very
Man,
concise.
Neither of us got to give our recruitment speech, Snuggdar.
Yeah. It's certainly going to be hard to try and find him in the castle now when it's everything in here's trying to kill us. Should we run?
Yes.
I think we should run.
Run? That doesn't sound very cool of us.
You're
But no, we're gonna
Right.
die. We should run. No.
But I feel like we're the only ones that can do it since we got Pretty Lady's special sword.
Look, you got the sword and a pretty lady talked to you today, so like we could just hoof it and not fulfill our end of the deal to those ghosts, and everything will be fine.
Snarla, you are bad.
What?
hey,
You
me?
and your temptations.
I'm not the one being tempted here. You're the one who's getting pulled everywhere by this pretty ghost lady.
Maybe if we talk to him, we can convince him to let us go or to come with us and stop killing all these people and start, killing the right people with us for fun and money.
Yeah.
it's worth a shot. We got to find him first.
With that, the cool
Where would I
adventurers
be if
decided the best course of action was to split up, with Burger and Snuggdar taking the lower levels of the castle, and Snarla and Philos taking the upper levels of the castle. The party said their farewells to each other and went their separate ways. Let's go Snuggdar and Burger as they explore the lower levels of the castle.
Yeah, so I had a lot of gnome friends, but I just didn't feel like one of them. You ever feel like that?
Oh, all the time. I mean, growing up, I never had any gnome friends. See, my father, he left the mountainside, and he came and started his own Church of the Celestial Kitten. And before you know it, he had about 20 followers within the first few weeks. I've only managed to get maybe one or two. I mean, I had a whole troop of goblins, but they were killed.
Well, count me as 3. I mean, it's nice to have a gnome friend.
What? Oh, gnome brothers it is! I'll indoctrinate you later. Oh, wait! I think there might be traps.
Okay.
Let's tread carefully. I'm going to try and scope it out.
There's a raised rock. I think I should step on that one.
Burger steps on the raised rock and arrows shoot at your direction, stabbing you for 1 point of damage.
Okay, no more raised rocks.
Well, yes, we just got to step in a very careful pattern. Hey, Burger, sometime we got to talk about this obsession with you in your curiosity in every day-to-day life. I mean, the Celestial Kitten, he likes to promote curiosity and to figure out your passion in life through exploration. But you got to use your head just a wee bit more, especially in a deadly castle.
You're right. I shouldn't put my hand against this wall.
Burger!
Suddenly, arrows fly through the air, striking Burger for 1 point of damage.
Oh! You're right. I'm not gonna let you die here. You're gonna live. Yeah. You okay?
Yes, thank you, my.
Yes. I pulled out arrows, but just Just apply pressure. Apply pressure.
Holding it all in.
Oh gosh.
Seeing any bedrooms?
In fact, they turn around and see a large bedroom draped with the finest silks and satins. In the center of the room is a large circular bed where a woman lounges eating grapes.
Ooh.
Hello.
Yeah, go. You go.
Oh, hello. It's been so long since I've had visitors. Please come in. There is wine right beside you. Pour yourself a glass and tell me your tales, adventurers.
Oh, have I got the greatest tale for you? In fact, it's a cat with a tail. It's because the celestial kitten is my game and Snuggdar is my name. And I have right here
Before you say another word, take some of my wine. Do not be a rude guest.
Lady, of course not. I got some.
Wait, but
Burger drinks the wine and is suddenly enchanted by this beautiful woman. Burger drops to his knees and begins crawling towards the bed with the woman on it. Now, please drink the wine.
Me more? I'll drink more wine.
You okay, Burger?
I am great.
Lady, I haven't seen you drink any wine. How about you take a glass?
You want me to drink wine? The lady jumps from her bed and lands on top Burger, biting into his neck for 3 points of damage.
Oh! No! No, Burger!
She lifts up with blood gushing down her face and she charges towards Snuggdar. Snuggdar, what do you do?
Oh, how dare you attack me, brother! I cast banishment! And these yarns of string appear and begin to wind around her. And yes, banishment.
All right, let's roll. That'll be a D20. Your challenge rating is 12. It's a 17. Very well done. Yes, she is bound by these strings and yarn and tightly binds her and lifts her into the air. Suddenly she begins spinning and blinks out of existence.
It worked. It worked.
Whoa. She was not as hot as she made herself appear in my mind.
Oh,
Congratulations, you've successfully defeated the vampire enchanter. Give yourself a huzzah.
Huzzah! Oh my gosh, you just became me, brother. I can't lose you.
Literally blood brothers.
Indeed we are. Yes, one to the other.
Blood pack. Oh.
And so they mix their blood together in a super gross fashion for a few more minutes before exploring the rest of the lower levels of the castle. But let's turn over to Philos and Snarla now. And before we do, let's remind everyone about our donations. $5 get these guys some health potions, which they desperately need. $7 brings a trap on them, which would just make the situation all the darker. We've already seen one bad evil monster show up. Is there another one that's going to happen tonight? We'll find out. Please at Fancy Hobo Improv to join in the fun. Thank you so much to everyone who's done so far. All right, we find Snarla and Philos in the upper levels of the castle. They find themselves in a hallway lined with many suits of armor and paintings, all of the Count. He looks sinister. However, each one depicts him in a different era of clothes, though he remains eternally the same.
Philos, stay close behind me, and I summon the brutal legend into my hands. I don't want you getting hurt here.
No, I appreciate that. Yes, I will happily let you shield me from any harm that comes from in front of us. But look at these paintings, Snarla. Look how beautiful they are.
He's a very pretty man for a massive dickhead.
I mean, just think about the magic it takes to live for that long. I could learn that.
Philos. Well, what do you see in this guy? Like, his magical potential? You already are the best magician I've ever met. Why do you need more magic? Why do we need to learn it from this crazy dude in the middle of his castle?
Because living forever sounds awesome. Only being able to kill by one weapon sounds awesome. I could do whatever I wanted, and it was good stuff. I wouldn't like eat people like he seems to, right? But I could have that power and then like do good stuff, which is a good thing. Goodish stuff, good for me, you know.
Well, what about when like Snuggdar dies? You know, he's gonna go eventually. What happens when the Alara die? And you're still living immortally. What are you gonna do then? Just find new friends?
How dare you imply that Snuggdar could die? He is everything that is light and good in this world, and he will live forever. But should that dark, evil day come, then I'll be probably powerful enough to bring him back. And you too. And Alara, we'll see.
I don't know, Philos. It's just, for me, I live life in the fast lane. I live every day like it's my last, you know? And I think there's some quality there. There's something there that's really, really rewarding and fulfilling. And I feel a full, infinite life just doesn't have the meaning. Like
you're saying that being able to die makes things more exciting.
Yeah, I'd just say like eventually, and probably pretty quickly with your intellect, you're gonna find the last spell, and then there's gonna be no more new magic.
No more new magic.
Not a new.
That does sound terrible.
Yeah.
But this magic is new, so shouldn't I learn it before we kill this guy?
I suppose, but I don't know if you're gonna be living forever in some stuffy Arcane Academy equivalent. That doesn't sound too fun, though those mopes don't seem very fun.
No, right, they suck. That's why I'm starting my own magical guild. The Mage's Tribunal, right? It sounds tough and cool, but it's, you know, that's just because it's gonna like judge the, you know, the Magic Academy and be like, no, they suck, right? But after that, it's gonna be like all like, you know, fun stuff and fireballs and whatnot.
Fun stuff and fireballs. Fireballs like
and
whiskey.
Living forever.
They'll live forever too.
I am not opposed at all to mixing fireballs and whiskey. You know that. We burnt down that tavern.
That was probably the fieriest fireball I've ever drank, I'll tell you that much. But it's just living forever in some academic setting. I don't know, man. I like living on the road with some people that have meaning to you, because eventually they're not going to be there. That's it for me. And plus, I know you're a little skittish since of what happened on our last big adventure together.
Yeah, yes. There was the brief moment of dying, and it was unpleasant for me. And I would really prefer not to do it again. I mean, have you died, Snarla? I feel like you can't understand the desire to live forever if you haven't, you know, died horribly and been ripped apart by skeletons. Apparently, is what Snuggdar told me happened, and I don't want to do that.
Well, I guess I don't understand it on a physical ouchy wouchy skeletons or ripping me heads level, but more like on a kind of like an emotional, like legacy slowly fading away level. I kind of understand what you're going through, and I know you want to desperately claw for any sense of life you can get, but I don't know, the more you claw for it, the further away it gets.
Suddenly, a health potion appears in the center of the hallway. It slowly floats down onto the floor.
Feels like a trap.
I'm going to, just using my natural intuition as a bit of a booze cruiser, Can I tell if it's poisoned or any like traps are around this drink from here?
Let's roll to see if you do. A natural 20! Congratulations. No, it is just a healing potion. If you drink it, it'll heal you full health.
Look, you know me. I know my drinks. This is a health potion right here.
Then take it. I trust
Alrighty.
you.
We'll save this for when we reconvene with Snuggdar and Berserker. Who knows who will need it?
It's fair.
Snarla lifts the potion from the ground, and suddenly all of the suits of armor turn their heads towards Snarla. They step off of their little platforms, draw swords, and begin all charging Snarla at the same time. Clank, 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 clank. Swipe, 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 swipe. Snarla, what do you do?
I'm going to lift the Brutal Legend into the air, and as a standard attack, I want to do a little sound wave that will break apart the plates of their armor.
All right, let's do that. Yes, a rippling course of energy strikes one of the suits of armor for 5 points of damage, and it collapses down into a jumbled pile of scrap metal. However, there are still 4 more suits of armor charging towards you. One of them thrusts a spear in your general direction. Let's roll the attack. 10, it fails to miss. You duck out of the way, missing it. Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
As a standard attack, I whisper words of power into my staff, and learning from Snarla's attack, I cast the Thundering Deep, slam my staff into the flagstones as a wave of physical thunder rolls out, hopefully disrupting the plates of more of the suits of armor.
All right, let's roll the attack. 6. Oh, a 6 energy ripples out and shatters another one of the suits of armor. Only 3 remain. However, the closest one to you, Philos, swipes at you for an attack. Let's see if it hits. Oh, it fails to hit. You duck behind it, dropping down to the ground. 3 remain. Snarla, what do you do?
The one that just attacked Philos, I'm going to use the Brutal Legend for a simple attack. I'm going to use it like a cane that pulls people off of a stage and pull the midsection of the armor to pull it out from under it.
Okay, let's roll the attack. 4, yes, you catch its legs, yanking out from under it. It collapses onto the ground and destroys, collapsing into scrap metal. 2 of them remain. One of them pulls out a shield and strikes you with it. Let's roll the attack. Oh, this one hits, and it's going to be a power attack. $15 damage done to Snarla.
I am knocked out.
Snarla is knocked out. Her body collapses like limp toast onto the ground. The other 2 suits of armor turn towards Philos and begin charging towards him. Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I go to Snarla and I take out the potion of healing from her pouch. I pour it down her throat.
Rushing towards Snarla, you pour the potion down her throat, healing her for 12 points of damage.
Philos, that could have been used for you.
I'm all right.
No, maybe not for long.
Well, that's true. But you were definitely not all right, so I don't feel bad.
Fine.
Suddenly, the 2 suits of armor charge towards Snarla. Snarla, what do you do?
I am going to just reel back, and as a simple attack, I'm going to just shriek at the top of my lungs and try to shatter the plate metal as a simple attack.
It's a simple attack. Let's roll it. Oh, 6! Yes, you shatter one more of the suits of armor. It collapses down on the ground. However, the remains pulls out 2 swords and slices at you. Let's roll the attack. $12. That hits, unfortunately, Snarla. It's a power attack. Another one.
Oh, beans.
Only 5 damage. Good job. You managed to duck out of the way of one of the blades, but one of them catches you and slices across your back. I would make it Philos' turn. Philos, what do you do?
As a simple attack, I cast Acid Splash on the last remaining suit of armor, hoping to disintegrate it into nothing.
Yes, you cause a ball of acid to splash. Its helmeted head falls off. However, it is still swinging its swords wildly. It swings its swords at you, Philos. Let's roll the attack. However, it fails to hit. Apparently, it needed its head to see. It just flails the swords wildly. Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
I am going to jam the axe end of the Brutal Legend down and strum a power chord from within so it reverberates around the shell of the plate armor, and as a simple attack, blows it up from within.
All right, let's roll the attack. Oh, it does 1 point of damage. Its arms fall off, but it begins kicking at you, Snarla. It begins kicking at you. Let's roll the attack. For 12 points of damage, it kicks Snarla unconscious. Oh, that's the attack. Oh, it's a 12. It's a 12. That still hits Snarla. Let's roll the attack. It's going to be a standard attack. Oh! Snarla is down again, knocked out. She drops to the floor. That would make it their turn. No, they just went. They just kicked. So that would make it Philos' turn. Philos, what do you do?
As a simple attack, I cast Shatter on the last suit of armor, hoping to break its armor apart again.
Yes, you cast Shatter once again. Let's see how we do. It shatters. Shrapnel flies everywhere across the hallway as it collapses down. Congratulations, you have successfully defeated the suits of armor. However, Snarla is unconscious, and we have to do her first death save. So let's roll that 20 and see how she does. Oh no, a 3. That's her first failure. If she gets 2 more, she dies forever. Philos, you stand over Snarla's limp and bloody body. What do you do?
I'm out of healing spells and I have no potions, but I can still perform basic first aid to stabilize, correct?
Yes, you can.
I will do that.
All right, let's roll to see how you do. A D20. 14, yes. Now on her next death save, she'll roll a D6 in addition to the D20 and maybe be able to survive a bit longer. Also, another healing potion appears in front of you, Philos, on the ground where the other one had just been.
Oh, I'm going to take it and give it to Snarla.
Oh, well, that's not your turn anymore because you've just been applying healing medicine to her. It's her roll again. So let's roll that D20 and add that D6 to it and see if she succeeds on this death save. Seven. Oh, that's another failure. Even with the healing from Philos, it's another failure. Blood continues to gush out of Snarla. Philos, it's your turn again. Now you can get the healing potion.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the healing potion, and I'm going to pour it in her mouth and make little soft massage gestures on her throat so that it goes down.
All right, Snarla, the potion goes down Snarla's throat, and she sits back up. She's been healed for 6 points of damage.
When I said, like, live every day like it's my last. I didn't mean today, okay? Thank
But
you,
you-
Philos.
It kind of illustrates the point, though, huh? We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
It's true, actually. I did get my butt handed to me. I never really was good against kickboxing.
I appreciate you protecting me.
I couldn't
Do
do
you
it
want to
very well,
continue
could I?
exploring the upper levels, or do you want to try and return to the whole party?
Definitely return.
All right. They
We should-
abandon the upper levels and make their way back down to where Snuggdar and Burger were. Snuggdar and Burger, are you continuing to explore the lower levels, or have you returned back to the main level?
I think we continued on.
All right, then we will continue down in the depths. You make your way through a long, dark hallway, damp with rough dirt on the ground, and you find a large sarcophagus in a voluminous round room.
This might be it.
Oh, where he sleeps.
Yeah. I think. What? We found it. I think.
Yeah, we
What?
should be quiet. Shh.
Oh, how about?
Don't be too loud.
Shh, Burger, come on.
I'm trying to be quiet.
Get
Suddenly,
your-
the sarcophagus flies open, and the Count raises up. So, you have found my inner sanctum. I am impressed. It's been many centuries since heroes have managed to get this far. What did you do with the vampire enchanter? A few rooms above this one.
Oh, she went out to get lunch.
Yeah, all that wine.
I prefer to dine in. And suddenly the vampire charges Burger, lifting Burger into the air, biting into Burger's neck for 3 points of damage. Ah!
No! I cast daylight!
Celestial kitten, guide
He did-
me! Grant me the power of the
All
sun!
right.
Oh, no, special.
All right. Let's roll to see if that worked. "22. Yes, suddenly the room is filled with bright light, and the Count shudders and covers his face. Ah! 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 He turns into a bat and flies out of the room, flying out into the hallway of rough dirt.
Burger,
What do
throw
you
your
do?
sword!
Burger, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my sword and try and hit that little bat. For a standard attack.
All right, let's roll to see if that works. Oh, it's a standard attack.
Go nightlight!
8. Now, what Burger did not realize is this is an epic weapon given to him by the ghost, and so it does an additional die of damage. So let's roll that. Oh, it strikes the vampire and he turns back into his human form. He continues to run out of the hallway. Do you guys pursue?
Burger. We got to go after him, but I don't want you to die. Well, he's probably heading towards our friends. Here,
Yeah,
I'll carry you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
And so they run their way out of the hallway, chasing after the vampire. The Count climbs the flight of stairs and finds himself on the main level where Philos and Snarla are.
We got him on the run, you guys. He's right there.
And we've got him on the stop. And I hoist up the brutal legend axe. Stop, villain!
Suddenly, he explodes into a swarm of bats and begins flying around all of you, landing on you, biting you for 1 point of damage.
Oh, I'm knocked out.
Oh no! Burger falls unconscious. Suddenly, the vampire turns back into his human form and lifts Snuggdar into the air with his hand. He throws Snuggdar for 2 points of damage.
Oh, I'm knocked out.
He turns to Philos and draws a sword.
Wait.
Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I talked to him, obviously. Listen, Cat, there's no need for all this shenanigans. You're clearly a powerful magic user, as am I. And there's no need for us to hurt my friends over any of this. But listen, have you ever thought of joining the Mages Tribunal? It's an up-and-coming, pretty powerful new magical society that I think enjoy. Of course, I'm the archmage of it, if that influences your opinion at all.
An interesting proposal.
I'm very, very good. It is an interesting proposal. You join me, we all get together, and leave this place, and then we induct you, obviously, into the Mages Tribunal, and we become the most powerful magical guild in the land. You teach me how to be immortal, I teach you how to be a jerk, and maybe drink and have fun, and I think this could be a pretty mutually beneficial arrangement. I see you're speechless, and I admit, I do make a mean pitch.
The Count pulls a chalice from thin air and takes it and puts it over his wrist, slicing his wrist open with his thumbnail. Blood gushes into the chalice. If you wish to become immortal, drink of this.
Philos, no.
And that's it? It's just like it's
yes.
Blood?
Yes.
All right, but are you going to join the Mages Tribunal?
Totally. I'm totally going to join that.
And then we'll all leave together and have fun.
Philos, he's lying to you.
Yes, I'm a man of my word.
Well, cheers then.
Cheers. Philos drinks from the chalice and is immediately struck for 6 points of damage. You fall down dead, Philos.
No!
Philos rises again, his eyes bloodshot red, fangs coming out of his mouth. He has been turned into a vampire. Now, slave, kill your friend while I dispose of these gnomes.
About the slave thing. I don't think that's gonna work for me. These teeth are extra sharp though. I enjoy that.
As long as I live, you are bound to my service. Do as I command, or I will destroy you.
See, that's what we call one of those like back channel kind of deals, like a fine print thing you didn't really mention before. No,
Forgive me.
I'm
a bad guy.
Yeah. So you want me to kill my friend?
Yes.
While you kill my other friends, and then you get to be my dude forever?
Yes, but I'll join your little club.
But if you command me, you'll like be taking over my club. So
it will be my club, yes. Okay,
yeah,
well then I guess I'll destroy you too. Suddenly the vampire runs towards you and shoves his hand into your chest, ripping out your heart for 4 points of damage. Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
During that long portion of time while Philos was making that deal, could I have possibly stabilized my 2 gnome friends?
Yes, a healing potion appears in front of you. It has enough to heal one of them.
Oh, beans I have to pick.
Oh, 3 potions. 3 potions appear in front of you. You can heal yourself, Snuggdar, and Burger.
I have so many potions. Oh, I say that very quietly. And I'm going to walk up to, I'm going to basically put Snuggdar and Burger's faces really close to each other so I can just pour both potions in at once.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yes, Snuggdar and Burger are healed for 6 points of damage each.
Whoa.
Bet you're really happy to see this face, huh?
You turn around just to see Philos' heart ripped from his chest by the Count. The Count lifts Philos into the air and throws him against the wall, turning back to you. I will dispose of you now. He pulls his sword out and charges towards Snarla. Snarla! Oh no, Snuggdar, it's your turn. What do you do?
I do charm person.
All right. The DC is going to be 24, so let's see how you do. $26! Oh my gosh, a natural 20. Well done. Yes, the vampire stops in his tracks. What have you done to me? Why don't I want to kill you? Burger, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take this opportunity to power attack with my cool glow sword into that guy's heart.
Yes, and remember it's an epic weapon, so it does 1 additional d6 of damage, 4 d6 of damage. Wow, 20 points of damage. Yes, you stab the Count directly in his heart. He explodes in a burst of red mist, and the red mist begins going down to the lower levels. What do you do?
Quickly, guys, it's sarcophagus. We know the way. We got to put an end to this now. Wait, I mean, Philos, are you okay?
I'm surprisingly all right for not having a heart, yes.
Do you want to scoop it up and put it back in?
I mean, I probably should put it back in at some point, yes. It's, I don't know that it's necessary now. The second time wasn't as bad as the first time. But we'll deal with that later. Let's go kill this asshole.
Let's go!
Sarcophagus.
And so the cool adventurers charge into the lower levels, down to the corridor with the rough ground, until they find the sarcophagus.
Burger.
All right, Burger. Let's go, brother. I'll give you a boost on my shoulders. And we'll walk over to the sarcophagus. Put it right in him.
Suddenly, the room begins to fill with red mist. As you inhale the air around you, you realize it's poison gas. You all take 2 points of damage.
I'm knocked out again.
Oh no, Philos collapses to the ground again. All right, let's roll Philos' death save. A 12, he's successfully passed his first death save. Snuggdar, you walk closer to the sarcophagus, kicking the lid of it open and revealing the Count asleep in repose. Burger,
You got this.
What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna do another stab, standard, right to his heart.
All right, let's roll the attack. Epic weapon, an additional die is going to be added to this. 16 points of damage. Burger slams the sword so far into the Count's chest that it literally comes out of the bottom of the sarcophagus. He lets out a scream, "Ah!" as his flesh begins to melt away, leaving but a skeleton with sharp fangs. It begins to crack and crumble into dust, and it dissipates, leaving only the sword. Suddenly, the ghost of Deanna appears again. Do not remove the sword, or he will return again. Leave it where it lies, and he shall forever be trapped in between death and life. Thank you, adventurers, for freeing us. all of the ghosts fill the room. It's hundreds of ghosts. Adventurers, peasant folk, priests, all manner of different people. As they slowly begin to evaporate, they thank you. Congratulations, you've successfully defeated the Count. Give yourselves a huzzah!
Huzzah! I'm gonna go scoot over to Philos with that health potion, that third one that I had.
All right. You give Philos the health potion, but he's an undead creature, so the health potion actually causes him immediately to have a death save failure.
Oh, what the? No.
Oh, no.
Burger, let me, cut me open. Just cut me open.
Okay. Sure. I'm cutting him open.
That's a simple attack against Snuggdar.
Uh-oh.
Let's roll the simple attack die, plus an additional die because it's an epic weapon. It does 9 points of damage.
I'm knocked out. But use
Snuggdar
my
falls to the
blood
ground
for
unconscious.
Philos.
Well, I got this blood now.
Put it in Philos' mouth!
I'm gonna put it in Philos' mouth.
Burger quickly throws a splash of blood into Philos' mouth. He is healed for 6 points of damage, rising, his eyes bloody red, blood dripping from his fangs.
Should we put his blood back in Snuggdar now?
Can I try to give Snuggdar a medicine check in the form of a nice pep talk?
Yes, you can.
Look at you, buddy. Always doing your best, always sticking out for other people. You gotta get back in the fight, baby. Or, like, be unconscious at least. Just stable.
All right. Now let's roll another death save, but you have the bonus of the 1d6. Let's see how you do, Snuggdar. 16, another success. He only needs one more. Burger, how can you help?
I can assist by giving a brotherly hug.
Burger lifts Snuggdar's lifeless body into his arms and gives him the best bro hug ever. Let's roll that last death save with another d6 attached to it. Nine. Oh, it's another failure. Snuggdar is on death's door. Philos, it's up to you. How can you help?
I can't give him my blood, or he'll become undead like me, and the celestial kitten's probably not fond of that. But I'm gonna help him with magic, a magical talk. Snuggdar, you beautiful, beautiful creature, don't you dare die on me. The world is too good for you. And then I pray to the celestial kitten to help Snuggdar live. And I say, oh, celestial kitten, grant your servant the power to live through this most dire hour.
Suddenly, the celestial kitten appears before you. Meow! It's good to see you! And vomits up a healing potion that drops onto the ground. Good luck! Poof! The celestial kitten pops out of existence.
I give it to Snuggdar.
All right, Snuggdar's got to roll another death save before he can drink that last potion, unfortunately. Let's roll the death save. It's a 6! Oh no! Philos, you open the potion and try to pour it in Snuggdar's mouth, but you can feel his body going cold and becoming lifeless. He is gone. Snuggdar is dead.
No!
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen.
Snuggdar?
No!
This is a joke, right? You put the healing potion in his mouth, right?
It's
right?
in there. I put the potion in his mouth.
Well, you didn't do it good enough.
Snuggdar. Snuggdar, do you hear me? Do you hear my beautiful voice?
Suddenly, Snuggdar appears as an ethereal being, a ghost.
Don't cry for me, friends. This isn't the end. I'll see you again someday. I'm with the Celestial Kitten now, and he will guide you on.
Suddenly, the Celestial Kitten appears beside Snuggdar. It's time to go, Snuggdar! Let's go! And the Snuggdar spirit is ushered up into the sky, past the castle, with the Celestial Kitten leading the way.
I died saving my friends!
That was a true bro right there.
I love you, Snuggdar. You're the best of us.
The cool adventurers took Snuggdar's body and buried it in a cliff facing a beautiful ravine, where it would look out always and see beautiful sights. They erected a small stone and carved into it Snuggdar Triptophan, Gnome Priest, favored by the Celestial Kitten, a true cool adventurer. And with that, they made their way back to the Broken Tankard Tavern and drank themselves heavily, not only in despair, but remembering their friend, raising glasses to him as the nights wore on. This was just one of the many adventures that the cool adventurers would go on. And this one had many hazards and more than a few hijinks. Congratulations, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe to our channel so that you can catch all of our shows coming up. We have a lot of cool opportunities. Thank you so much for everyone who donated. We had so many health potions. It was crazy. There's so many health potions coming through. We saw that you really wanted to keep everyone alive, and that means so much to us. You can still donate if you want. Maybe we could start a campaign to bring Snuggdar back. Maybe that's what will happen next week, because we have another show next Friday right here on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Maybe we go and try and resurrect Snuggdar. Maybe we just find a new hero. We'll find out together. We hope to see you there. If you enjoy comedy, we have another show tomorrow night, Saturday at 8. It's the LGBTQIA+ show. I'm going to be in it, so be sure to catch that. If you're a big fan of me, we'll be doing lots of crazy fun stuff. It'll be much different than this ghost story we just told you. Also, if you enjoy D&D and you're a big fan of Snuggdar, then head on over to Tyler X Koontz's YouTube page, the Tyler's Handsome Corner Tavern, where every Tuesday night he does D&D live streams. You can catch more D&D there. Have yourself a grand old time. Thank you again so much for watching. We hope you have a pleasant night. We hope you have a pleasant weekend, and we hope to see you again. Now let's end the show as we always do with a heartfelt huzzah. 3, 2, 1, huzzah! Oh, ghost huzzah. I love it.